Freezing temperatures continue to grip up to 90% of the United States this week amid a blast of cold air from the Arctic. The average temperature in the U.S., it's been reported, had dipped as low as -5°C. Much of the population has been urged to stay indoors for their own safety. Lifestyles has more.
The big chill started in Midwest over the weekend. By Tuesday, it had covered about half of the U.S. Forecasters say about 187 million people in all could feel its effects. The extreme cold was resulted from a shift in the weather pattern known as the polar vortex, leading to a drastic drop in temperatures. In the U.S. capital, Washington, D.C., the temperature bobbed around the -17°C, marking the coldest temperature recorded in at least 20 years. For those visiting the capital, the chill did create a memorable day for them.
It's freezing. I didn't have gloves on and I had to go buy extra gloves because my hands were so cold I couldn't feel them.
Yeah, I think it's terrible to be outside. And we were supposed to walk from the Capitol to Lincoln Memorial, but we couldn't because my legs are freezing and yeah, it's too cold, so we had to take a taxi.
Oh, it is so cold out right now. It is so cold. Yeah, I got my hat. I forgot my coat.
Yeah, I added a couple of extra layers, big jacket, but I don't know, it's just cold. Just put on a couple layers, wear some gloves and a scarf and a hat and you'll be fine.
As cold as it was in Washington, it was even colder in New York and Chicago.
In New York City, the iconic Central Park saw coldest day since 1896 as the temperatures fell to -15.5°C, becoming the coldest spot in the city. The bitterly cold temperatures also broke records in Chicago, which set a record for the day at -27°C. The Illinois governor has declared a state of emergency and called on the National Guard to help rescue stranded motorists as high winds wiped up blinding snow. More than a dozen deaths so far have been blamed on the frigid weather. Wind chills had prompted the closure of local governments, schools, and businesses. 4,000 flights had been disrupted across the country on Tuesday alone. The extreme cold has also affected flights and businesses in Canada. In the Atlantic Island province of Newfoundland, more than 30,000 people were without power.
As for why it's so cold, meteorologists say a huge mass of frigid air dipped very far south, covering nearly the entire continental landmass. Forecasters say most of the country should be back to normal by Thursday.
This is CNC World, a new perspective.